Big rings like Will.
Suddenly, Will was everywhere.
I score at Will. I'm a legend like Will.
Getting some reactions on the Dolphins trade up for Joe Burrow video. Robert Quartercamp says, "I'm sure it would be nice, but it's not happening. It's a pipe dream." Here in Cincinnati, the fans are literally obsessed with this dude playing here, being an Ohio kid. 1, we need a franchise quarterback badly. 2, we had the second worst attendance in the league last year. This is a business part of owning a team, is making money, and taking him would bring the fanfare back, which currently is extremely low. It would fill the seats up again. Lastly, not sure how familiar you are with the Bengals organization, but 3 things the owner does not do is he doesn't do big trades, reference rejecting the famous Ricky Williams trade that was offered to the Bengals first. Does not overpay players and does not give in to players' demands. He is notoriously stubborn. If Burrow tries to pull a Manning, which is I seriously doubt he will, Manning was able to do that because he is part of the Manning tree. The family had a lot of influence and pull. Bengals will let him sit on his couch at home till he signs, and if he doesn't eventually sign, he will have to re-enter the draft where he possibly might not even be a top 5 pick. I told Robert the only thing I can say to that is I hope in that case Tua has the better career. Also, though, I would add to that the Bengals would be bungling themselves there in that case. What I mean is, okay, this is more like the Jim Kelly situation when he said, I'll just go play for the USFL and make more money over there. But see, there's not another football league to offer the kind of money that Joe Burrow would be making in the NFL to be playing football. And he doesn't play another sport like John Elway. And like you said, he doesn't have the family tree. So maybe what you're saying is he sits at home and has to re-enter into the draft. I just believe in that case you're bungling yourself. If you pick him, you get nothing out of that. Why not get somebody who, if he truly, which he's already said he would go ahead and play. But we're saying if he doesn't, you're bungling yourself if he does that. I'm just saying in that case, I think you guys would get whatever you can for him, probably on that draft day. You wouldn't even wait. Will that happen? We'll have to wait and see. I think there's at least a small possibility, but if not, again, I hope Tua has a better career and he's in the better situation. It sounds like he just may be. Anyways, that doesn't mean that Joe Burrow wouldn't be a good fit for Miami though either. So whatever happens. Keep the comments coming in. I'm loving it. We can come at least halfway and letting each other know what we think our predictions are on that topic. Cam Newton or Tyrod Taylor? Let's go on to some other quarterbacks here. Who's the better option in LA? Cam Newton, he's been hurt the last couple of years. So when you put their numbers together, the turnover ratio is a little greater for Cam Newton. So possibly Tyrod is the better option. But for fanfare in that situation, Cam Newton would be the better option. Also, if he's the healthier Cam Newton and not the injured Cam Newton of the last couple of years, then maybe these stats are a little different. Maybe he's not turning him over. Remember, it was a shoulder injury. I believe his throwing shoulder. So he's trying to strengthen that up. He's trying to get back. And what a warrior for trying to play through it in the first place. Some say the Panthers gave up on him. Some say they didn't. Either way you put it, 9 years with the Panthers. Former league MVP, almost won the Super Bowl. I don't see him going to Denver where he lost that Super Bowl, who he lost that Super Bowl to. I just don't see him a good fit there. If he's not a Charger, does he possibly become a backup? I don't see that either. I see him becoming the starter for somebody, whether that takes time or not. He may have to be a backup, but I think the perfect fit is in LA. It makes sense for the Chargers, and they're just trying to figure out possibly where they can come into some common ground with Cameron Newton. Monday Night Football. told Drew Brees they would pay him close to $20 million a year to be in the booth when he's done playing football, just like how they did with Peyton Manning here recently. And Peyton Manning turned them down. I believe Drew's saying the same. He wouldn't possibly be interested. Pat McAfee is a show I watch every morning. Former punter for the Indianapolis Colts. Great show. He's being told he's just not a good fit for that. I would beg to differ. He may have to clean up the act a little bit, but he would definitely bring entertainment to the booth. And if you haven't checked out his show, check it out. I think it would be like Pat Summerall was a kicker. Pat McAfee is a former punter. He would bring more spice and entertainment. Remember, John Gruden was Monday Night Football. It would be nice to see John Gruden. I know he's coaching right now for the Vegas Raiders, but maybe one day he'll be back in the booth. I know it would probably take some years and some getting used to broadcasting for Pat McAfee, but maybe it's just another pipe dream, right, Robert? To see Pat and John back up in a Pat and a John, a coach and a former player back up in the booth for years to come. It would be crazy, but hey, I'm Jay White II. You're watching this just in. Thank you.
I'm a legend like Will. Big rings like Will.
Suddenly, Will was everywhere.
I score at Will. I'm a legend like